Buenos dias, everybody. Welcome back to ulti.TV's coverage of the splendiferous CFC, the ultimate beach party tournament, perhaps here on the beautiful volcanic sands of Puerto del Carmen in Lanzarote. We've got some semi-final action for you with Fresh Lobster taking on El Contrato. I am Benji Reese, and sitting next to me is the ghost of Steph Rapazzo.
I am the ghost. This is all that remains of my voice, but it will come as this game goes on. I am a ghost. I'm here with Benji, and I'm excited about this one.
Yeah, you've sounded better, Steph.
Yeah, last night was as big as they get, Benji. As big as they get.
The thing is, though, it wasn't, was it? It will get bigger when we win.
Yeah, we're gonna win, and it'll be bigger. But up until this point in time, things couldn't have been bigger than last night.
Good work, Steph. Good work. El Contrato finished second at the end of the Swiss draw ranking. Second only to, was it ulti.TV, Steph? ulti.TV that finished in first? ulti.TV got the first place ranking
right again, Benji.
at the Swiss draw phase. Fresh Lobster were seeded 6th, but they upset Murciélagos on Universe Point in their quarter-final.
So, guys, Super Teams Jakob Tam got the game-winning goal on Universe Point.
You had to get that in there, didn't you, Steph?
I mean, I just got to give the people what they want.
For El Contrato, they had a tight game, not quite as tight. A low-scoring affair against TFN. They won 8-5. And it's Fresh Lobster in the lobster-coloured jerseys, or at least the boiled lobster-coloured jerseys, who are beginning on offense. Roger goes down the line. Now, the aforementioned Tokai Super Teams Jakob Tam, TSTJT. So Roger, who airs it out, looking towards the back of the end zone. It drops just in time to be caught. And that is a clean hold to start there for Fresh Lobster.
Sarah Bunu with the goal bench. The Padovan. She plays with Power Rangers, or what are they called?
CUS Padova Rangers.
Yeah, the CUS Padova Rangers.
Would someone from Padova be a Padovese?
No, they're Padovan.
Padovan.
Yeah.
I defer to your Italian knowledge.
Nice. Pavan, the Padovan as well.
Both Pavans, in fact.
Yes, only Stefano here.
Is he?
Yeah, Stefano Pavan is here playing with Salsa Tequila Corazon. My voice is getting better with every minute, Benji.
I don't know that it is, Steph.
I swear it is.
Paul lands inbound, and the first pass goes to Spiegel, and then a layout block underneath. Looking for Gonzalez. Fresh Lobster with a chance to open themselves an early advantage, shooting for the end zone, and they get it as well. Krasovsky, the Russian now based in Cyprus, shoots and they score, and it's a 2-0 start for Fresh Lobster. Looking mighty tasty out there. Layout, clean hold, and then you get a layout deal on the second pass and punch it in with the first.
Yeah, it's a nice layout, of course. Decisive on the finish. Nice piece of work there by the Lobsters.
Yeah, this is the first of 2 semi-finals today. Of course, up next is a rematch between ulti.TV and Jogo Benito, when those two sides met in the Swiss draw phase.
What happened last time?
Well, ulti.TV dug themselves a 2-0 hole, which wasn't great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then they smashed it in the end, 13-7.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Some good adjustments from defensive mastermind Liam Grant. Looking like Bill Belichick out there.
Yeah. Ulti.TV team is awesome, but they're really bad or really good at getting in first point break deficits. Break against.
Well, we were able to change that against Freestyle.
Yes.
So, Sunday is hopefully more of the same. El Contrato then down in a little bit of a pickle early. Ortiz. They're trying to keep the disc moving, swinging it around the back to take advantage of the changing force middle from the Lobster defense. Leading pass into space. Dished off. Spiegel. Back into the center. Watched all the way in. Now Spiegel shoots and Contrato score. That was much more like it.
Yeah, it's super tidy. That's what you expect from Spiegel. He's a bloody legend. Mostly with his feet, I find, but a class thrower.
Yeah, for me, that is what Spiegel's about. He's such a crisp, clean thrower. Also, as you might expect with a lot of these players involved on the organizational team of CFC.
But Benji, you don't even know about Oscar's dance yet, do you?
What, the dance that we saw on Friday night?
No, the end of the tournament dance.
Liam has told me that we should expect something special.
Yeah, it's going to be special.
I'm very much looking forward to that with some gold medals around our neck.
Yeah, we need both of those things to come to fruition, Bench.
Lobster with the early lead. Steph, would you go for a chamomile tea right now?
Yes, I would, with lots of honey.
What about a chamomile mojito?
I would probably ridiculously take that choice as well.
They're shooting deep, looking for Tam. Oh, that's easy money. Great shot downfield there from Puliafito. And Tam just really glides across the sand. He's going to be, well, if Lobster are to advance in this game, you feel like Tam's going to be a big part of it.
Wham, bam, thank you, Tam. Yeah, he's going to have to, for sure.
What time is it, Steph?
Tam time.
It's Jakob Tam.
Jakob Tam. I like that, Ben. I've never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Liam and I were doing that a lot at Beach Worlds, where he was playing for bronze medalists Salaspils,
Yep.
alongside those hot upcoming Latvians, Ben Zorts and Justin Svords.
Oh, Benji, you're joking, aren't you?
I've been known to joke. Clear a bit of George Michael's Careless Whisper in the background as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Very much into that. Roger hustles down the pool. The wily veteran of 30 years old. I know. Really puts you in your place, doesn't it?
He does still seem like a veteran.
I mean, he's got every trick in the book and more besides. Pretty much wrote the damn thing. Just pinging it around the back at the moment. There is a pick downfield, so this one is probably going to come back.
Bench, El Contrato here. The favorites? Big time, no?
Yeah, I don't know about big time, but yes, on relatively home sands. You know, they were ranked higher after the Swiss draw. Universe point victory for Fresh Lobster to get here today. You know, pulling the upset in that game.
Yeah.
Yes, you'd have Contrato as a couple of point favourites, I think.
Going down early is a bit dicey for them, though.
Especially with the cap rules, where when the cap goes, you finish the point, and if the score's not within 2, it's game over, so you have to keep games close. You cannot let a team escape away into the distance. Spiegel getting it done with his fakes, just lofts the high release towards this near side. Slinging the blade now, looking towards the back corner. Have they got it in bounds?
Marta Ortiz. Yes, they do, Benji.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, I would happily take a chamomile delivery. A straight honey packet delivery.
I mean, I could bring you some sort of honey-based liquid.
But like what?
Ramiel.
Oh yeah, oh my god.
Delivered in, of course, the appropriate fashion, which is
on your knees.
On one knee and having someone pour it down your throat.
Yes.
Maybe a certain Slovenian from the floor above.
Oh yes, Aurora Leshnik.
We had a blast yesterday, both back at the accommodation and also at the at the tournament party. I say at the tournament party, outside the tournament party, like the cool kids.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of funky ball where, I have to say, Team Ulti.TV put in a terrible performance. Genuinely embarrassing.
Oh, yeah, really?
You included.
I don't even remember that part.
You were just, well, you didn't play, but you were just trying to, like, be around and get involved, and it was like, come on, Steph. This ain't about you. Krasovsky. Looking to try and find a way to get it off the line. That's a riser. The adjustment not going to be there. Steph whistles again. Linneman Stearns with the block. Oskita picks up. Wants it back in his hands. So effective on the sand. Fakes out Tam. Gets the swing off instead. Little shoulder drop. And goes for a little bit of a walk on the disc. And now Gonzalez to the end zone. Oh, it's off the hands. Asked too much with the toe drag. A good opportunity there for CONTRATO. Goes begging.
Yeah, this is a very good opportunity for LOBSTER. I mean, yeah, going another break chance here is huge. This would be a break, yeah?
No, this would be a hold.
Oh, right. Okay, never mind.
But still.
They need it. They got to stay ahead early.
Yeah, against good teams, you can't give them too many opportunities. Floated down the sideline, inbounds. And now a leading pass. Everyone has to on-rush. People looking a little bit leggy. Krasovsky takes off, and there is a foul. Accepted, so we'll come in on stall 1. Not 0-1. Also noticed when you were on the mark yesterday, you left a gap in between stalling and 1. You don't have to do that anymore.
Who did?
You did.
A gap.
Yeah, you went stalling 1, which is what you used to have to do, but you don't anymore.
Thanks, Benj.
That'll really matter in all the D points you played today. Krasovsky tries to squeeze it down the sideline. There's a discussion of whether he was able to.
I think it's out. That's my initial impression, but let's have another look if we might.
Steph thinks it's oot. Yeah, that is out.
That's oot.
Just led her too far out into space because the option was there, but didn't get enough angle to bring it back in bounds. The narwhal nods disappointedly on the sideline. I say the narwhal, he's got the wolf jersey this week. Everyone on Fresh Lobster has their own animal on the front of the jersey.
A shame he took the wolf and not the narwhal.
Yeah, well, it's not his jersey number, so. It must be why. CONTRATO start by swinging. Now they got a nice gainer downfield. Getting things moving a little bit. Linneman Stearns shooting towards the end zone. Not quite because Gonzalez is there, and across the end zone, El CONTRATO earn back that early break and bring us level at 3 apiece.
That's a break.
That is a break, Steph.
And that's what the Fresh Lobsters really should have been avoiding.
I'm just gonna sit here and let Steph finish his thought because it's really rude to interrupt people. He's having a good go. He's been enjoying the Lanzarote nightlife.
I enjoyed it more than anyone else enjoyed it.
I don't know if that's true.
I did, Benji.
You don't know how much I enjoyed it.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Less than me.
Hang on. Let me do the maths on this.
I already
Carry
did
the
the
one.
math. I know numbers and formulas, Benji.
Yeah, but I did maths plural. So you'll find out that actually I had more fun than you did.
No way, Benji.
And as we know, I'm always right.
That's the opposite.
And you're always wrong. So
You're always right, except for when you're with me.
no, it's not. It's not how it always works, Steph.
Yes, it is. With an exception.
The exception that proves the rule that makes no logical sense.
No,
Garvey, oh, just about behind. Crash. Roger then goes to the offhand. Bugliafito looks for Garvey. He pops up and then continues swinging it around. Looking for the lateral stretch. Roger shoots not quite for the end zone, but not far off. Got the open swing available. CONTRATO, you can see what the plan is. Just fill in, stop the scoring shot. But LOBSTER stayed calm and stayed patient. And eventually it opened up. And Garvey puts them back on top.
Back up. Nice and easy, that one. They're going to need to make these holds work with as much ease as possible.
I will say that both sides look pretty locked in, given that for a lot of yesterday, this game was scheduled for 11 o'clock. And somehow during the party, this game mysteriously got shifted to 10 o'clock. I'm not sure how that happened, Steph.
I don't know how that happened either, but I think it's a good idea, Benji.
Yeah, you want to be able to get both semi-finals on stream.
You need both semi-finals on stream. They were talking about moving the ulti.TV semi, and I was like, that can't work. And Spiegel this morning came by to say hi, and he's like, yeah, I think we made the right choice not putting your game earlier.
Yeah, I don't think either us or Jogo Benito would have appreciated that.
I think both us and Jogo Benito were at the party the latest and the hardest last night.
I mean, Smurf and Nicky definitely were. Can't say the same for Steph Pazzo.
Why?
Because you were in bed by 3.
Why, Smurf and Nicky were the last ones at the party?
Smurf and Nicky were looking for an after party at 4 in the morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. But then Smurfs mysteriously disappeared today, but that's because he was so terrible at playing some funky ball that we had to let him go.
We cut him.
We had to let him go. You can't embarrass yourself like that and still get a spot on LTTV.
No.
Here's the shot down the
cat.
sideline, and there is a pick called. And this one is going to go back. Oh yeah, Baker Street going on in the background. Everyone thinks about the sax, but honestly the guitar solo also rips.
Nice bench. Bench, my voice is getting a little bit better.
Shooting again down the sideline. It's got the right shape on it. And it puts El Contrato level again.
They're getting a little bit better too, based on their slow start. They seem to be in gear. I still foresee them winning this game.
I think
I don't like counting Fresh Lobster out.
Exactly, like that. LOBSTER have enough quality as a side that if you're not playing to the required level, they will beat you. I mean, look at Murciélagos, who were third after Swiss draw, and then in a high stall on Universe, Crash does what Crash does.
Throws it to Jakob Tip.
Yeah, gets some crazy fakes in, and then high release bomb to Tam. That's why you put Crash out there on Universe, because if you need a rabbit pulled out of the hat, he has got the flourish to do so. Roger to Tam. Doesn't want the deep option there. Goes back to Crash instead. Doesn't take on the break down the sideline. Tries to zing it down the center of the field, and that was read all over by El Contrato. Their first chance to take the lead. This doesn't quite lead them in. Dumped off to Gonzalez. Can they get the red zone turnover? Still count, got to be mounting. Just trying to shovel it into the center. Went for the jump in, didn't get it, but then on the very next pass, El Contrato make it stick, and they're on top for the first time in this game. They got a 5-4 lead.
I keep alluding to it, Benji, but this El Contrato is just too strong.
El Contrato is just too strong.
What are you doing, Benji? Who's that supposed to sound like?
I don't know. It just came to me all of a sudden.
Wow. I almost got a feeling you were trying to impersonate me.
You know what we say about you, Steph. Often imitated.
Never
Yeah, I couldn't think of the second half of it, so I just left it.
duplicated. El Contrato. I really like El Contrato.
I like both these teams,
Yeah, same.
to be fair.
I agree with you. Last year, Fresh Lobster beat us on the Saturday morning game. So I disliked them a little bit last year when they did that to us.
We should have just been better. So what happens when you don't have Benji Reese to run the show?
It is true.
With his, 100% pass completion rate.
100% bingo.
Oh, the straight up drop. That's more stone cold than Steve Austin. And Noah Corpse is on the camera. 1-0 to Benj. Step up your game, Steph. Let out into space. And good luck covering Oscar there, because Gonzalez is nigh on unstoppable in that situation. And that puts Contrato now up 6-4.
That's a break.
That's a killer as well.
Yeah,
Just
that
the manner
really
of it.
hurts. That really hurts. Timing wise, that's hey, we're taking the game back now.
And it just, honestly, it's like someone had buttered that up, because it slunk its way through. And then with the very first pass, we'll just sit it out to space and let Osquita do the business.
Osquita cooking.
Si, senor. Still only 20 minutes gone. Game time cap goes at 45 minutes. So there is plenty of time for Lobster to fight their way back in this. That ball looks like it lands out of bounds, and Roger says, yes, I'll brick that, thank you very much.
Oui, is what he says.
I wonder if he's going to throw the upwind push pass like his throwing idol Benji Reese.
Nobody's got that much depth in their toolbox.
Well, also it's not really upwind, so he can't. Tam fakes the backhand, swings wide around to Metzger. So Ringenberg clears through, and Beckerdorf. Now Metzger to the end zone, and it's just not to be for Fresh Lobster. Got to get this disc back here. You let Contrato go into half, 7-4 up, and you might not see them again.
Yeah, I think that's game if they can't prevent here.
They've not got the greatest numbers necessarily, but it means that these D-lines are locked in. They've been playing a lot of run anyway. And look how fast Oscar churns up the sand. But Crash Roger has other ideas.
And a hand block.
You could call it a hand block, yeah. I would. Just sagging off the force a little bit there to gum the throwing lane downfield, and the throw did not have enough angle on the trajectory. Metzger back to Roger. Airing it out slightly with the blade to Tam. Tam wants Metzger. He's going to put it up. Blading forehand again, and Metzger plucks it down. Now he wants the force in pass. Doesn't quite see it. Who's going to be his next option? Take the super dump. Back to Roger. Roger wants the blade again. Not going to be in from Metzger. Popping it just shy to Roger. And there's the push pass. Cool as you like. Taringenberg. Lobster needed that hold.
Yeah, they're still in it with that.
Keeping themselves within 1, 6-5 after a big 3-point swing from El Contrato. Important to be able just to get that point in and now start letting some of your D-line hosses go and hunt blocks.
Let the ponies off the leads, Benji. They're going to go hunting big time. But that was
I'll let you finish your thought.
That was a big conversion for fresh lobster after a couple in a row against, and the fact that we already believe El Contrato might be the strongest team out here. You take a nice lead.
The strongest team out here that aren't ulti.TV.
Yeah, ulti.TV's not out here yet. Once they're out here, you'll see real muscles rippling. What's happening here?
CONTRATO are moving it around, looking to take half. It's not the way to do it.
That's not going to do it. Is it a timed half bench?
No.
Is 7 half?
Yes. Any other questions?
Are you having fun?
Maybe.
Okay.
Krasovsky. Lima. Blading it around. Garvey catches it, fakes deep. With a lot of urgency. And now into the backfield, incomplete. CONTRATO could strike quickly, they do. They've put air underneath it. Not sure it's going to have the juice to take it to the end zone. Oh, it is with the cheeky little hop. Garvey slaps the sand in frustration, but CONTRATO will take half 7-5.
Spiegel's got throws.
Really? No one's ever said that about him.
You did just earlier.
Yeah, I know. It's called a joke stuff.
I don't get those right now.
You heard it. You heard it, everyone. Steph, famously unfunny. A throw leads Krasovsky a little bit more than he wanted, but I think really it's the fact he lands on the elbows and it jars the disc loose. And then Garvey is out of position and way to take advantage for El CONTRATO. Also, could see example of the jump in where he's definitely actually off the ground. So we have the mirrored half, which I think means El CONTRATO received to begin the second. The gender ratio continues along the same lines before. It doesn't alter unless it has to. And this is why it's nice, if you do have to start the first half on defenses, it means second half. If you build yourself a little advantage, all of a sudden, you can get a couple of back-to-back freebies in there.
Freebies? I love them free bench.
Free feels good. A big white Irishman's just entered the tent.
LG, life's good. What happened there?
I couldn't see people were walking in front.
Pick.
Potentially. I think a push-off foul. Accepted. Trying to force middle again. Gives Spiegel a bit of work to do, but he does it. The German now living in Tenerife.
Legend.
And one of the tournament directors. CONTRATO keeping it moving. Again a stretch, but towed in bounds, and Spiegel says, actually, I think I want a bit of a breather here. Let's take the time out.
Good time for it.
Yeah, you can't take it with you once the game's over, and with just under half an hour played now seems as good a time as any. So while you hear some words from the lovely CFC sponsors and supporters, ulti.TV will see you on the other side.
I worked for a Michelin star chef making gelato in Paris. I had my own restaurant in Nicaragua and a food truck in Australia. Why wouldn't you watch me? Check out my YouTube channel.
ulti.TV at CFC 2024. El Contrato and Fresh Lobster in the first of two semi-finals. ulti.TV versus Jogo Bonito is up next at 11 local time, so on the hour.
That's going to be a humdinger, that next one.
Benji Reese and theoretically Steph Pazzo.
The ghost of... the spirit of...
An apparition of Steph Pazzo. The sun is beating down here in the Canaries, which, not named after Canaries.
What's it named after?
Dogs.
Really?
Yeah. From the Latin canis.
Cane.
El Contrato taking a timeout and swinging it into the centre to begin. Continuation towards that far sideline. Zipping it down, and the time out worked. An absolute treat.
Bingo. They're in.
Yeah, 8-5. There's a good position to be in. The job is not done, certainly, but... got themselves looking pretty good right now. There's someone on a microphone doing maybe some sort of heckling.
And that's Christian Gaffney.
That guy who mysteriously dresses like ulti.TV at all the parties.
Yeah, he did. He was trying to mimic our party themes. It's like he had an inside lane and knew what we were doing.
It's almost like he wants to play with ulti.TV and not with Jogo Bonito.
Yeah.
Which, can't blame him.
No, you can't blame him.
Hottest property on the beach this weekend.
Like and subscribe.
ulti.TV, the best in the world. As a very intense looking Italian once said.
Job.
Garvey didn't want the first reset to Roger, goes to Kuchinova instead. Now Tam, lovely shape on that to lead Roger to the break side. And then Roger's throw is behind.
Yeah.
Hadn't adjusted for the angle of the cut.
Yeah, he popped it up too much. And the wind just gave it a little gust.
Now Gonzalez with the deep shots. And it's too far. That would have been a great opportunity to strike while the iron was hot. Kuchinova picks up. Now the big backhand blade from Roger turns over again.
Too much on it. That one's out the back.
This is where El Contrato will beat a lot of teams, is that they are so used to playing on the sand and they just don't seem to tire in the same way as most units.
Most units.
There are some exceptions.
They get less tired.
Maybe like the number one seeds going into the bracket.
Oh yeah, they
ulti.TV.
They are good. They're very, very good.
Steph's just dying over here. Don't mind him. Short field turnover gave Lobster the perfect opportunity on just the drop, and then Tam picks up quickly, looking for Roger, and there's a miscommunication that gives it right back El Contrato's way. Now they're looking for Gonzalez on the deep shot, leading pass to the end zone. That one does work. Contrato just really opening a gap right now that must feel as wide as the Grand Canyon right now.
9-5 bench.
What a way to make a living.
Gonzalez is just so fast. He's got wheels for days. And like, I don't think he's underrated because people rate the heck out of him deservedly, but like, He just does so much so well. I think of him as a speed guy only sometimes. But his ability to take bigs, like take space and big catches over big receivers, he does everything.
Yeah,
And
his throwing form is a bit unorthodox potentially, but it's very effective.
yeah, he gets it done. And we get a timeout bench.
We do indeed. Fresh Lobster taking the chance to regroup in a little bit of a hole here. 9-5 in this first CFC semi-final.
I'm Steph Pazzo, and I must eat.
Sometimes commentator, sometimes food eater.
On my ultimate travels in 2023, I sampled culinary classics from all across Europe,
Oh, wow.
guided by some of your favorite ultimate players.
That's the Dutch hospitality for you right there.
I'll give you an insight into the secret spots that only the locals know of.
Are these the best schnitzels in Vienna?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Go find Steph Pazzo on YouTube. Like and subscribe and follow the European Ultimate Must Eat series.
That very rotund, stereotypically Italian-looking man seems like he knows his way around some food.
You bet he does, Benji. You better get on YouTube and get that going on.
I wonder if he's going to do any filming on the ground here in Lanzarote.
He will be doing some filming on the ground here in Lanzarote.
Interesting.
Out the back, but only by like a foot, so close.
What?
Yet so far away. The pole was out.
Oh, I didn't realize what you were talking about for a second. Because I hear various conversations going on around me, and sometimes it's like, how do I filter noise?
Which one is the real one?
Who is a charlatan, a sham? Usually it's Steph Pazzo, but it's fair play to him. He put his act together to get on the mic. He helped Noah set up the stream. I say help Noah.
I arrived.
He was here in spirit.
I was here. I carried two things that required carrying.
The Huck for Roger takes the wrong edge and tails out of bounds. At the very least, Fresh Lobster will force El Contrato to go the full length on the field, but El Contrato don't seem like they're particularly phased by that, given how they've played so far.
Unfazed.
After an early break for Fresh Lobster, it's
been all Contrato.
Yeah, very much Contrato on top. Looking to seal a finals berth. Second seed, or second rank up against sixth.
Both, they were the second seed off the top as well, bench.
Who was the top seed and why wasn't it ulti.TV?
It was Bufa because they were the reigning champs.
And Bufa didn't even make the bracket, which tells you the quality at the top end of this tournament. Look at them power downfield to try and get the scoring pass.
Spiegel. Spiegel's good.
There was some smack talk on the mic there. It's easy to get open when you weren't at the party.
Yeah, that is. Spiegel was not at the party, was he?
I feel like I might have seen him there, but I think he might have had other things on his mind, like, for example,
the tournament.
Yeah, and a young baby.
Ah, yes.
That I imagine will be a dynamite frisbee player in about 15 years' time.
I imagine the same. 5 minutes remaining, bench. 5 minutes.
Yeah, so 20-11, that tells you time. Fresh Lobster got to start getting this close and getting this quick. But can you score those points in time to be able to make sure that it's close enough when the cap comes on? I'm not sure that they have that time left now. Tam. They're underneath it. 2 players bid and no one gets there.
I think there was a hand on that.
Successful ninja eight. She's ready to go. Camille Blanc was savage.
People are talking about Camille Blanc's ninja skills, but from what I remember, all of ulti.TV's spectacular super athletes, none of them were as good as this little old fat guy. Not you, Steph, me. Which is really a stain on all their legacies. Let's be real here. Retired undefeated, thank you very much.
Yeah, Benji.
El Contrato, though, with another break there, 11-5. And this game is pretty much done and dusted at this point.
In the books.
Normally with Ultimate, you've got the time to make the comeback because you have to score that last point
but not
to
with
win.
this time.
No, not with these timing rules, as you mentioned. There's no way you can close. You can get 3 points before the cap goes, so that you're playing the 4th and scoring that when the cap comes on.
I think this one's in the books. El Contrato will play ulti.TV in the finals. Oh wait, we still have to play our semi.
Yeah, let's correct that. El Contrato
will
play ulti.TV in the finals.
Oh yeah, that's how it's gonna go.
Spoiler alert.
But we gotta get through Jago Bonito first, but that'll be pretty easy. Like having breakfast.
More like
just a formality.
Jogo Bonito, more like jog on Bonito, am I right? Got him! Got him! Skyscraping break to Krasovsky. Back to Roger. Didn't want that slashing on passant cut from Krasovsky. Instead, they're letting Crash cook. Roger, you see him begin to flip the grip, but just stays within himself there. See what the option was. The angle on the throw just wasn't there. They got the step out and didn't get that snap on the wrist to roll it back in bounds.
Yeah, Navasa wanted shape on that throw, but it came out shapeless, flat.
So Contrato then are putting out a marker for their final opponents here. Going long, a meter or so shy. Do they have the scoring option available? Not immediately. Looks like the toss down the line just past the bidding defender gets the job done. 12-5 now to El Contrato. Cap still just about to come on. So
Cap don't matter now.
Yeah, they could very much still hit that 13-point limit.
I mean, they have to. Well, somebody has to get to 13.
No, they don't.
Oh, yeah, true. It's more than 2.
It is. Now, this is some maths for you, Steph. Keep this in mind. 7 is more than 2.
7 is more than 2.
Yeah.
Numbers and formulas, baby.
You heard it. You heard it here first. Hey, I thought in North America you don't call it like maths or numbers and formulas. It's number and formula, right?
I lived in Australia for a decade in the education system, Benji. And I know that maths can be plural as well.
Besides, it wouldn't be formulas anyway, it'd be formulae.
Formulae.
Yeah. Because
or formulae or formulae?
Because it's Greek, mate. It's all Greek to me.
Yeah, it's all Greek to everyone. Metzger.
Yeah, the Swiss dumps back to the well-travelled, most interesting man in Ultimate, Ned Garvey.
Narwhal.
Good funky ball player as well. The deep shot there floats, and that allows Contrato to get the block. So they could finish this in brutal fashion after a game that was close at one point. El Contrato in the end of the first half and in this second, just Lobster have not been able to hang with them. The deep shot goes there, but that one is overcooked.
Nira Albadirez on the chase there, one of the tournament directors. She's an absolute legend of a player, but just as a human, super cool. Runs a tight ship around here. She's all business, Nira. And you feel like she takes you in when you come to this tournament.
Like a warm embrace.
Yeah.
Down the line. That will finish it. Fresh Lobster end with the score into Metzger's hands, but it's all a case of too little, too late. 12-6 final score. El Contrato will see you in the final this afternoon. And when I see we, I mean both on stream and on pitch. Steph, the professional, forgets to turn his microphone off before he removes his headset. Thanks very much for watching ulti.TV's coverage of the glorious CFC. The second semi-final between Jogo Benito and ulti.TV is up next. And on behalf of what's left of Steph Pazzo and Noah Brinkworth manning the camera and the desk, Benji Reese will see you on the other side for the second semi-final.
Yourself unfold. Breathe in some love. Let yourself unfold. Open up, just spread your wings.
Thank you. Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, ultimate.
ulti.TV.
Down on the ground, just find out. You fly so fly, don't ya? Keep riding skies, won't ya? Standing on the edge while you're looking down. Fly down on the ground just to find out. You fly so fly, don't ya? Keep riding skies to yourself, to there. Just try to